Next video on hyperthyroidism. If you haven't watched my videos, please do watch hypothyroidism symptoms and hyperthyroid symptoms in the links I will give in the link cards in the above section. And now I will discuss about hyperthyroidism types. First one is Graves' disease. It is the most common cause of hyperthyroidism. The thyroid stimulating immunoglobulin IgG type 2 hypersensitivity. It stimulates the TSH receptors on thyroid. Ultimately, hyperthyroidism and diffuse goiter occurs. It acts on dermal fibroblasts, leads to retibial myxedema and orbital fibroblasts. It leads to Graves' orbitopathy. What is the underlying mechanism in Graves' disease? Firstly, it activates T cells. So, upon activation of T cells, lymphocytic infiltration of retroorbital space occurs. Ultimately, increased cytokines occurs, that is TNF alpha and IFN interferon gamma, leads to ultimately increased fibroblast secretion of hydrophilic glycosaminoglycans, that is GAGs, increased fibroblast secretion of hydrophilic GAGs, ultimately increased osmotic muscle swelling, muscle inflammation, and adipocyte count. Ultimately leads to exophthalmos, often presents during stress, that is pregnancies, and it is associated with HLA-DR3 and HLA-B8. What is the histology? Tall, crowded follicular epithelial cells, scalloped colloid. Tall, crowded follicular epithelial cells and scalloped colloid. Next type is toxic multinodular goiter. In this toxic multinodular goiter, there are focal patches of hyperfunctioning follicular cells distended with colloid, working independently with of TSH. Due to TSH receptor mutation in 60% of cases, increased release of T3 and T4 occurs. Heart nodules are rarely malignant. Next type is thyroid storm. What is thyroid storm? It is uncommon but serious complication that occurs when hyperthyroidism is incompletely treated or untreated and then significantly worsens in the setting of acute stress such as infection, trauma, surgery. It presents with agitation, delirium, fever, diarrhea, coma, and tachyarrhythmias. It is a common cause of death. Tachyarrhythmia is a common cause of death. May see increased LFT, that is liver function tests. It treat with the 4Ps, that is 4Ps are beta blockers, that is propranolol P and propylthiouracil, prednisolone, it is a corticosteroid, and potassium iodide, it is a local iodine. When iodine load occurs, it ultimately leads to decreased T4 synthesis. Ultimately, Wolff-Chaikoff effect occurs. And next type is Jod-Basedow phenomenon. In this, iodine-induced hyperthyroidism occurs when a patient with iodine deficiency and partially autonomous thyroid tissue. It occurs when a patient with iodine deficiency and partially autonomous thyroid tissue, that is autonomous nodule, is made iodine replete. And it can happen after iodine IV contrast or amiodarone use, opposite to Wolff-Chaikoff effect. I repeat, Jod-Basedow phenomenon is the iodine-induced hyperthyroidism occurs when a patient with iodine deficiency and partially autonomous thyroid tissue, that is autonomous nodule, is made iodine replete. It can happen after iodine IV contrast or amiodarone use, opposite to Wolff-Chaikoff effect. So, what are the causes of goiter? Smooth or diffuse goiter means in this Graves' disease, Hashimoto thyroiditis, iodine deficiency, TSH secreting pituitary adenoma. These are all smooth or diffuse type. And nodular are toxic multinodular goiter, thyroid adenoma, thyroid cancer, thyroid cyst. These are our nodular type. Smooth type are Graves' disease, Hashimoto thyroiditis, iodine deficiency, and TSH secreting pituitary adenoma. Nodular type of toxic multinodular goiter, thyroid adenoma, thyroid cancer, and thyroid cyst. Next one is Radiation-induced damage to thyroid gland. In this, I will discuss something about radiation-induced damage. Upon exposure to radiation during nuclear accidents and ionizing radiation, head and neck radiation to treat other malignancy, there is an increased risk of hypothyroidism, thyroid nodule formation, and thyroid cancer, mostly papillary. Later in life, especially among people exposed to radiation as a child. So firstly, exposure to radiation during nuclear accidents and ionizing radiation, that is head and neck radiation to treat other malignancy, leads to increased risk of hypothyroidism and thyroid nodule formation and a thyroid cancer. Mostly, it is a papillary thyroid cancer. Later in life, especially among people exposed to radiation as a child. In the event of nuclear accident, that is due to release of radioactive iodine in the air, prevent by administering potassium iodide, which saturates the thyroid gland with stable iodine, that is non-radioactive iodine. Next, I will discuss something about thyroid cancers and the thyroid tumors. Uh, it is a big topic, so I will discuss in parts. So first one I have discussed about hyper versus hyperthyroidism. Next one is hypothyroidism. This video is hyperthyroidism types, and next video I will discuss about thyroid tumors. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and comment in the comment section. Subscribe for good luck and have a good day. Thank you. Bye.